What's going on, everybody? It is your channel host, Dr. Splash, and we return today with issue 20 of Hulk. We left off on a crazy note last time with issue 19 with the destruction of Elders. Go check out my video on that if you haven't already. And make sure to like and subscribe right now. If you haven't joined the Yancey Street Gang, join up right now with a simple subscribe. Also, you can check out my Discord. We do games, prizes, D&Ds, giveaways, and more. All that jazz. 300 plus likes on this would be amazing. That's typically what I aim for. And I love doing comic reviews, so show love in the comments if you want to see me continue to cover updated comics. Now, back on topic. Issue 20. How do we start this off? Well, we start off in the beginning of the comic with cronies that worshipped Lycana. Lycana being the bearer of the god skin, the original god of the skinwalkers in Marvel Comics. And Lycana got stolen. The skin of Lycana got taken by Charlie, the homegirl of Hulk. So these cronies, after everything's changed, they're like, look, we're going to see if we can access this god we heard about and try to get the god skin back into our proper possession. Now, unfortunately for one of the homies among the group, they get thrown in the fucking pit, okay? They are the sacrifice. That was the unfortunate truth with that. So, he gets thrown down. They start immediately saying, hey, we came here to talk to you. God, please rise. We need your help. With this sacrifice, they summon Varkola, the father of the Wolf Lords. His mission is to hunt down the skin of Lycana, the god skin, as well as to punish those and seek vengeance upon those who have insulted their people. Now, this is when we get one of those brief pages that explains what's going on and how things are shaping up. And there's a few things cited that I think are important for the viewers to understand. It's confirmed by PKJ that 1, Hulk broke the chains and only needed a brief moment to do so in order to go on to fight Eldest. And 2, his strength was confirmed to usurp the ancient pact that was previously held against him. Hulk's beyond natural law. Just forget about it. And another thing that's just trippy, Eldest herself is primordial, but Mother of Horrors is primordial in comparison to that. Like, what is primordial? That's trippy as fuck. Okay, so a lot of things confirmed. And then we get into Hulk and Charlie and what they're up to after dropping off Eldest. I'm not gonna lie, they're just straight up vibing. I mean, this is the first time they've really gotten Eldest off their ass, and they're able to just chill. Plus that moment of Charlie holding it down, without a doubt, sealed the friendship between her and Hulk. So they're literally in a forest, breaking trees, punching stupid shit, and just having fun. But of course, because his life sucks, Hulk, this is short-lived, this happiness. He gets spooked as Banner's conscience starts to leak through. And he tells him that eventually Charlie will have to pay. Like, look, everyone's a fan of Charlie, dude. Banner's a fan of Charlie too, and you guys know I don't like Banner. But he's speaking the truth here. Charlie took a power that you don't just take. When you have something like that, inevitably, something is going to try to come. And Hulk needs to understand Charlie is in that position now. And it spooks him. And that's when we see the spirit of Lycana reach out to Charlie, who's currently without Hulk. And the spirit's like, look, child, I saved you and I gave you all this power, but there was a cost to that. Blood. You need to seek blood. And that's when we see someone appear while she's tripping balls, and they're like, yo, you are a dumb ass child. And this was a sick moment. For one, my comic plug, who I've talked about over the years, he kept telling me during this run when I'd send him my videos, he'd be like, yo, where's Jack Russell? He's the first werewolf. They're dealing with werewolves in the story. Where's Jack? A lot of people don't know Jack. Jack's the werewolf by night, the OG werewolf in Marvel Comics. And he appears here. And it's sick to see that. And it's also a slick indicator that PKJ knows ball, right? He appears and says, look, I don't know what you're doing, child, but Lycana's not supposed to be out here. Her cult isn't either. So I don't know why the fuck you broke the pact, but I need you to go back. And she's like, look, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't with Lycana. I ain't with nobody like that. And Jack says, look, don't play me for stupid. I know a skinwalker when I see one. And he starts to transform. And this is just a straight up flex off. Like literally Jack's in his form. We see the likes of Charlie turning into her form, and she's like, oh, you probably think you can bully me because I'm some dumb, weak child. Psych, bitch. Turns into her form, and she's like, look, we can go whenever you want. I don't really care if you have a form too. Like, I know I get down, so it's really whatever. And that's when Jack starts to lecture Charlie, right? He's like, look, you transformed and that's cool, but you're not just a skinwalker, okay? That's not what exactly we're dealing with. You are the skinwalker. You are bearing the skin of Lycana, the god skin. You don't understand what you are currently utilizing. Charlie says, don't care, bitch. Let's get it popping. And just wants to fight. You know how Charlie gets down. She doesn't have much time for dialogue. It's straight to hands. Now, we switch over to Hulk, who's trying to leave, right? He's trying to get out of the forest, collect himself. He's spooked by these appearances of Banner's consciousness. And that's when we see a monster confront him, right? Granted, this is a Hulk-looking monster. Not very big. Hulk doesn't give a shit about it. Starts talking trash. It's like, yo, what are you doing? Hulk's like, I'm trying to leave. And the monster's like, yo, aren't you with X-People or Revengers or whatever? Like, you look way bigger on TV. You kind of look like a bitch in person. And of course, Hulk's not really trying to entertain this. He doesn't really care about it. This guy's a bum. And they get into it, though, because this guy won't back off. And that's when we see Hulk stomp the shit out of Skinwalker. Literally stomps the shit out of him. But unfortunately, when he does so, from the crater in the ground, and Hulk wasn't paying attention when this happened, the guy was saying, hey, our god was Lycana. We have a new god. There's a new sheriff in town. Hulk didn't really care. And that's when we see a fucking voice come out of the ground saying, I care nothing for Lycana or her mewling litter. And then this monster, this godlike being comes forth. And he talks about, only blood is my concern. Blood enough to fill the seas, and blood enough to drown the gods. The issue ends with the arrival of Varkolak, the blood god. This is a being, obviously, and it was referenced by the Goonies earlier, right? They're like, yo, this bitch should be way more capable than Lycana. But here begs the question, will this blood god, this new king of the Wolf Lords, will he be stronger than Eldest? Me and GB were talking about it. He thinks in a linear fashion, perhaps they will be, because this literally follows the battle with Eldest. But let me know if you think that'll be the case. I think it's going to be interesting because, of course, Lycana back in the day lost high diff to worthy Thor. This being's above that, so would be above worthy Thor, but obviously current Thor is way stronger than worthy Thor. So it might decide more of the scaling between Hulk and Thor currently based on how this plays out. So let's see. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy, Dr. Splash. And remember, it's Yancey Street, bitches.